Like, I can already feel like you guys are gonna like do cool stuff.
Into the motive.
Just being good to one another.
Yeah, you guys are doing a good thing here.
The people at the top collaborate, and the people that are at the bottom compete.
Yeah, it resulted in me shooting him.
I was charged with 109 and a 50.
Ultimately, you'll get to where you want to go if you push yourself enough.
I genuinely love this conversation.
I love the Motive Podcast.
Welcome back to the Motive Podcast. I'm your host, Leo Kosuch, and joining us today, a Philly and Delco-based musician, creator, and entertainer known for Delco-inspired content, comedy, and music, man of many trades. Guys, please welcome to the podcast, Mike Nappi. Thank you for being here, Mike.
Hey, thanks for having me.
He's here. Westchester guy. We
Yes, sir.
just talked off camera. I've already learned a lot. So
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to connect with other Westchester people. It's weird how Destiny will have that. We met at a park. What are the chances of that?
Yeah, so I go for a run every single night at Exton Park, and
Nice.
I saw you were there filming content, and I knew it was you like right away, pretty much. I was just laughing. I was just watching, laughing because I've seen your stuff.
Yeah.
And like you're doing your thing, and I just wanted to wait to go up to you because obviously you're in your element. But I had to say what's up. So
I was impressed. I know it's like nerve-wracking to go up to someone and like talk, introduce yourself, and that was just impressive. You remind me of me. That's what I do, and
There you
that's why
go.
you're crushing it. Like, it's just about doing it.
Network,
You know,
yeah.
if you didn't introduce yourself, we wouldn't be here right now, which
For
is
sure,
awesome.
for sure.
I'm so glad you did.
so growing up, you're originally from Delco. That's your original roots.
Yep, Upper
Where-
Darby, born and raised.
Upper Darby. Okay.
Yep, Upper Darby High School, and like right on the border of West Philly and Upper Darby. So it really was as close to Philly as you could get.
Okay. So how was that life growing up in Delco? Is it everything that the movies say, like everything? Like what was it like?
Yeah, it really was. Especially where I grew up, it was really the center of Delco, the most cliche, stereotypical Delco with the thickest accent.
Okay.
But like on my tiny little street, there was 32 kids. I mean, there was always something to do. There was always someone to play with. And at the same time, there was a lot of, you had to have thick skin,
Yeah.
get chased home, get beat up, sometimes be scared at night,
Right.
So it was all of the above. Yeah. But it made me who I am. Music program was incredible.
Okay.
And when I came to Westchester, I realized like, oh, they called Upper Darby the suburbs, but like what? This is more suburbs. Like,
Yeah.
I was lied to a little bit when they said Upper Darby. That's the
Right.
suburbs.
Yeah. What were some of the spots? Because I was driving through like Havertown, Upper Darby, I think, and like with the musician I just mentioned, Chris Rather, we were going into town. We filmed a live session at Cart Studios. I don't know, do you know Cart Studios?
Heard of it.
Yeah, it's in West Philly.
Yeah.
We filmed like a live session there, and we were going through there in like 69th Street and whatever. Like I'd never been through there. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, come on, this is like the biggest Delco thing ever." Was that like? Was that the spot?
Yeah, that's where I was basically. Yeah, I grew up like a handful of blocks from there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the shops were, especially even before my time. But that's where like people would go shopping.
Okay.
Way before like you could get anything online. That was like the spot. They had the Tower Theater. I
Right,
remember my
yeah.
friend's dad said he saw Aerosmith there for 75 cents way back in the
Wow.
day. So it was like, yeah, just way back in the day, it definitely flourished with like innovative things like concerts and shops and stuff like that.
Okay. So what is the whole story with the Tower Theater? Because obviously it's like an iconic venue, right? Like so many people have played there.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I feel like I don't see any big artists nowadays coming to play there. But is it still up and running? It's still thriving?
I should know that, but I don't. But I wish I had a better answer for that.
Yeah, I gotta look into it. But like obviously I've heard, you used to get so many big acts, everything.
Yeah, it's closed. Yeah, I guess I should have known that. It's closed. But yeah, they had, it was in 2008, it was named one of the top 10 best live music venues in the United States by Rolling Stone magazine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Wow, history.
Yeah. You do anything for Labor Day?
Poconos. I've been going up there my whole
okay.
life. More than a shore guy.
Yeah.
I've been going to the Poconos. Yeah, just because you can like, it's just freedom up there. You can
Okay.
ride golf carts and it's nice. I'm lucky to be able to go up there. My mom has a spot, and then the content. I just
Easy.
went hard. I just filmed.
Okay.
When I'm on location, I just film as hard as I can because
That's awesome.
anything that looks different is
That's good.
It makes other people want to watch it just because it's different, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So how would you say like the Delco, like growing up, like how did that like shape you into who you are now? Like you mentioned, gotta have some thick skin, gotta be tough.
Everything from the great music department that the high school had. Sarcasm is real thick in Delco, for better and for worse. And so like Delco and Philly audiences are going to let you know if you're funny, if you're not funny, if your music's good and if your music's not good. And like they straight up, and they don't lie. And that's a big thing that shaped me. And then also just like the culture and the traditions. My dad grew up in Philly, and he was an Eagles fan, and a lot of my comedy now is just impersonating the dude he was. And like it's crazy that I'm getting a lot of views with my comedy stuff, just basically impersonating what I was growing up. I write the jokes and stuff, or improv them, but sometimes I'm just pulling from like my own experience and saying things that like my dad yelled at me about, like quiet down, like stuff like, and like people relate. I guess maybe, I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's like something that happens once a town is a certain age, but so many people from Philly and Delco like grew up the same way. So just so many people relate to just me being honest. And that's another thing as a musician, as you know, like finding out who you are is so key and never ending, of course. And then finding your voice. And this last step was there the whole time. Like I was born and raised in Delco, and yet it was like almost the last part of my story I started incorporating, and then my brand and my music has grown since. Right. Yeah. Love that. How do you, if you had to like describe Delco to an outsider, what's the gist? I don't want to stay on Delco too long. No, you're fine. It's like, and then we can talk about Westchester too, whatever you want. It's like Philly's cousin that was never loved. Is that our clip right there? It might be, and I mean that, but he's a good guy. Like, yeah, Delco is Philly's cousin. He was never loved, but he's a good guy. And I mean that from the pure spot, because there's such great people in Delaware County, and the jokes and stuff are true too. But like any place, of course, there's a lot of great people there. But I'll stick to that answer for sure, because Philly, they do not want to associate themselves with Delco in regards to like there's a line drawn. They're not the same, and I respect it. And a lot of the things that Delco people have is from Philly. So like the last thing I want is hate from anyone. I just know I grew up from Delaware County, so that's what I'll report on. Yeah, without a doubt. So you mentioned like good music department. Like what were you involved in musically? How did you first get into music? Like creativity around music? Like where did you get into that as a kid, and what were you doing? Great question. Well, my mom is from Panama, and when her family came over, her mom was doing Panamanian folkloric dancing in New York City. Wow. And then her dad started, when they moved to Philly, they started the first Panamanian Latin jazz orchestra in the city. And in Philly, it was the first Latin jazz orchestra to ever be in the city. And so that was my grandparents. And from there, I mean, by the time I was 3 years old, my mom saw that like I could play music, so she got me piano lessons. And then I grew up playing with my grandparents' band or dancing on stage with them. And then school was piano turned into saxophone. That's what I studied. Okay. Well, I did in grade school through high school, marching band, jazz band, wind ensemble, concert band, all that stuff. And then once I got to Westchester, I had my first audition I did not make, which was the sax for jazz band. I didn't practice. I thought like, I don't need to practice. Well, I did not make it. And that just put a fire under my ass like nothing else. And that's when I just started going hard with my original stuff. Okay. Yeah. And what were you doing with that original stuff? Like beats, like what? How are you doing that? Singer-songwriter, acoustic. Acoustic's like if I only can have one thing, it'd probably be my acoustic. And but then I had a full band, and we would play in town every week. I was like the only original act at this place called 15 North. It's not there anymore. What did it become? It's a place next to Limoncello. Okay, it's like beer hall now. I think. Yeah. And there used to be a stage there. So I played. That's where I really ironed my or like sharpen my sword. The sound guy there toured back in the day with like Allman Brothers. So like,
Really?
I remember being on stage like, I was so young when I got offered the headlining gig that I needed chaperones because I wasn't 21 to bring me into the bar to play my own shows. And that was the guy Vaughn, the sound guy in Westchester. He would like yell at me because he'd be like, "Back up when you're getting loud on the mic," you know. Like I didn't know. Someone has to tell you. So I'd be doing screaming parts, just like hurting people's ears, you know. But he was kind enough to make me feel tiny on stage, but like tell me like, "Yo, you need to learn about mic control, bro. Like back up."
That's awesome.
And so that was like but like. Yeah, when I was in the dorms my freshman year is when I started experimenting with singing because I didn't have anyone to play instruments for.
All right.
And someone knocked on my door and they're like, "Is that you?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, "You should do that." And then that's what started it all for me.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
The Westchester music scene, like I feel like, have you seen or have you been to Station 142, the new spot?
Not yet, but a lot of my friends have played.
Yeah, I played there.
Oh, cool.
With me and another kid, just like it was like probably a month ago now.
Sick.
3 or 4 weeks ago. It was just their opening 4 to 7 acoustic set. They do a 4 to 7 acoustic on Fridays, and then they do
Sick.
like 8 to 10 DJ, and then like I think 10 to 2 band.
Cool.
The acoustic was light, like it was super light. Like it was also in the middle of summer, you know, not as many people packed in this Friday. Like I really want to play there again. I'd love to play there with the full band,
Heck
like
yeah.
for the college set, because people didn't start coming in there. Like we played 4 to 7, people didn't start coming in there till like 10:30. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
but
Go ahead. Sorry.
super sick spot. Like just the stage, sound system, you know, 2 tiers, upper level. So
Yeah, they really
Great
brought
spot.
it back. I haven't been in there yet, but I've seen videos of what they did. It looks awesome. It used to be the Note.
yeah,
That's
the note.
yeah, that I used to play there. That was
Okay.
awesome. Yeah, that was. I'm glad to see that they got a stage back in Westchester finally.
I know, because Slow Hand is another good spot. Have you
Yeah.
played there?
Did I ever play there? I've seen a lot of good. I think I might have played there once, but I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of good people play
Yeah.
there. A lot of really good musicians will go through Slow
Yeah,
Hand.
for sure. Slow Sound's a great spot. Who were kind of your inspirations growing up? If you had to pick like top 5 artists growing up and top 5 artists like now that you listen to.
Sure, good question. Without overthinking it, growing up,
We can dive into it too.
sure. The band Jamiroquai,
Okay.
John Mayer, Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
This is talking about growing up. 2 more without wasting too much silent dead air time. Maybe throwing some classic rock like Led Zeppelin. Oh, and then Alice in Chains from the 90s, like the grunge
Wow.
stuff.
That's a great 5. It's
yeah.
a great 5.
Thanks.
We were I'm John Mayer's my top like 2 or 3
Oh,
artists
nice.
of all time. Like I've Room for Squares and Heavier Things on the wall over there.
Sick. I saw him live for the first time with the Grateful Dead or Dead and Company
Like
only a couple years ago, and my wife and I were there. And the second he played, we just started crying because I had never heard him live, and it was as good as I knew it would be.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't help it, dude. There's just like tears came down.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a beast, man.
I saw him at MSG 2
Cool.
years ago on his acoustic tour, like just him, and I was just
Sick.
like I really want to see him with a band, but like just how much of a beast do you have to be to get up in front of like 20,000 people with you and an acoustic guitar and just
Yeah.
shred it? So he's a killer. I actually just listened Saturday morning on the drive up from Richmond. I was telling you I had a gig there. We all listened to the whole Room for Squares album. It's just like there's no misses on the album. It's just
Yeah.
everything is so good.
That was, that was the album. Yeah, when that came out, that was like when I heard that I was like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of my music's rooted from acoustic singer-songwriter stuff. That
Yeah.
album was like, I'm one of trillions that say the same thing about him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that album was like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, and then what about Jamiroquai? I don't know them as well. I mean, I
Yeah.
know what are their like? I know like 2
Like the
songs by
Napoleon
them.
Dynamite song. Did you ever see Napoleon Dynamite?
I know I haven't seen it, but I know the clip you're talking
Yeah,
about.
where he's
It's,
dancing like a nut.
What's that song called?
Canned Heat.
Canned Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them because like, what's great? Yeah. I ended up connecting with the bass player on Threads, which is like nuts.
Okay.
But I mean, we're not like friends respectfully. I would love to be, but we're just acquaintances. But that was like a dream come true. But they're just like a very musical band.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I was a music nerd, and like it was just to hear sometimes horns or string arrangements and grooves.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely like. I mean, overall now my music's probably rooted in hip hop, but the groove and live instrumentation is also real important to me. And Jamiroquai just held that down.
Yeah. You watched that the Kanye documentary a couple years ago, like
Yeah.
Genius?
Yeah.
I watched that. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Uh,
of course, I'm sure we can agree on it. We don't even need to get into it. I'm not down with any stuff he's up to now, like with all just but like when he was at his peak of artistic genius, I was like very influential for me for sure.
Yeah. Who are your top 5 now, if you had to say no? Some of them can be the same too.
Are these now? It's crazy. The people that are inspiring me. I guess if I had to name musicians though, Nas, Hit Boy. Nas and Hit Boy are big ones. People doing it now. Who else? I don't want to. Let's see. Why is this such a difficult question?
That would be hard for me too. It's hard to pick like number.
Yeah. Oh. Like I'm so inspired now by social media and business. Like
It can be like people online too. Trust me.
yeah, like Gary V, man. Everything that guy says, it works for me,
Yeah.
man. Like I know it sounds crazy, but he says like, do this, I do it, and it works. But musically, what a terrible. What is some of the new stuff I've been listening to? I'm sorry, this is probably the most boring thing ever. Maybe if I look at my Spotify.
If there's no good new stuff, there's no good new stuff. That's
Oh, there definitely is though. Like my running playlist. It's pretty cool. You run every day too.
okay, there you go.
I need it. Well, I'm like lyrically, Joyner Lucas is a beast. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I used to listen to him like a
nice.
couple years ago.
I just been in my own bag lately.
Okay.
I release a song every 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
I've just been, man, I'm embarrassed. I can't think of other new things that have been inspiring me. It's all been social media. I've fallen in love with the process of social media to get me to what I want.
Yeah. So what you just mentioned, dropping a song every 2 weeks. Walk us through that. Like staying on top of that, consistency, how it's performed for you, everything.
Yeah. The best. It's the best decision I ever made. I'm on like a year and a half of it.
Wow.
It's no better way to get. I have found no better way to get better than to do that as a producer or songwriter, because it forces me to let go.
Right.
Like I spent a lot of years just stacking songs on my hard drive and on my iTunes playlist, for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And now I really believe in here's someone I really like that's modern. Kenny Beats, he's a producer, and he's the one that coined the saying "Don't overthink shit," and it's so true.
Okay.
And then the famous phrase "paralysis by analysis." I used to analyze stuff and then get paralyzed because I'd be like, it could be better. I could have a better, microphone, blah, 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 and then never put it out. So this process has really, really helped me like go. And I don't think my skills would have gotten better if I didn't force myself. And the self-imposed deadline, which I'm sure you can relate to with the pod, like you just have no choice but to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, I love hearing that. I mean, I know so many people who, and like great musicians who just literally write and have like 200 songs on their phone and they just don't do anything with them. And I'm like, and like they'll play them and I'm like, dude, they're so good.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Just put them out.
I like hearing that. Yeah.
Yeah. The numbers, like, it's important to focus on the growth, but like at the same time, just put it out. It doesn't mean it's bad if you have 3 streams on it either.
Right.
Just put it out.
The one guy we had on this podcast a few months ago, his name's Jakey Crumb. He's like a hip hop rap guy in LA. And
I saw some clips.
Yeah, he does he does the same thing. He's like I think he does a song once a month.
Wow,
But
he's got a great voice.
Yeah, really really cool.
Yeah.
I just saw Oasis last night.
Damn, you went? That's amazing.
I was in MetLife, and honestly, shout out MetLife. I was home from MetLife before 1 a.m.
That's crazy.
I don't think I would, if I went to Philly, I wouldn't be home. The parking lot is so god awful at the link.
Yep.
Like MetLife, I literally got out of my car and drove off. It was
Damn, you know it's crazy. When we met, I was making a skit pretending I was on my way to MetLife.
Yeah, that's funny.
Damn, Oasis. What was that energy like?
Oh, it was. I mean, it was pretty much everything it lived up to. Like, obviously, like I remember my uncles sending "Don't Look Back in Anger" when I was like 5 years old. Like just like videos of me when I was like 5, like hearing them saying "Don't Look Back in Anger," and I was like, so that's how I like first got into them. And then obviously just beasts like Liam Gallagher. He's such a character, you know, just like hands behind the back into the microphone. Noel, like I'd say if there's one takeaway I had from last night, it was how pristine both of their voices are. Like both of them were just nailing like every single note just from the record. Obviously they're still playing it in the exact same key. Like if there's one takeaway, it was their voices. Like they were just so dialed.
That's crazy.
So it was
Damn,
great.
their voices didn't lose a beat even after all that alcohol. That's amazing.
It is crazy. But so walk us through some of your latest releases, and obviously they're all singles. You just released them as singles.
Yeah, I have a couple like EP projects, but mostly singles. Yeah, for the most part. The singles I've learned so much. Like last year with the Eagles, I don't know if you know, but I have like an Eagles song.
Yeah.
And then that's got like probably across all social media, maybe almost 10,000 like different user videos now.
Wow.
And that was that was like the first time that I learned how to connect with an audience with a song. It's not the first time like I've had a song that's worked really well, but that was like last year. That run with the Eagles was the first time I learned like, wow, if you can connect with an audience, like keep serving them what they want.
Right.
And then like my whole life I've been from working in other studios or like label affiliate people, like figuring out how I can create what people want, but also something that I like. And so putting out all these songs has also helped because like, oh, people like this side of me. Like, all right, maybe I can give them more of that. And then once I found out that there's like a Delco audience and I can just be myself and they'll find value in my posts, then I just, that now I'm finding ways to use the inside jokes between me and my audience and put them into songs. And like, I released a Delco song this summer, and then what was the just some of the phrases, like in Delco, instead of them saying "go ahead," they'll say "go ahead," like "go ahead." I turned that into a song. So I've learned so much with marketing and business from this journey of how to connect, and then like accepting that what they like is correct. Because for a long time it was like, well, I think they should like this because this is what I like, and then they don't like it, but then I'll be like, come on, take it. And it's like, well, we like this over here, and it's like, but I thought you would like this. So like accepting that they will like what they like, and then if as the artist, if you aren't happy with what they're choosing to like, you got to be willing to put in as much work as it takes to make something that you like that they like.
Right. Yeah. 100%. What's your favorite song? Do you have a favorite that you've made? Obviously, the Eagle song did super well, but
favorite song of all time. Well, the Good Old Days song changed my life. You probably never heard that one. That's an acoustic song. That back in the day, in front of Finario's, which is now what the heck is it called now? You know Benny's Pizza?
Benny's Pizza
on Church Street in town. Across the street, it's what, Turk's Head Coffee now, I think.
Yeah.
It used to be.
Okay.
It used to be Finario. Well,
Okay.
Bam Margera was standing out front, and I said, I lived above Benny's in an apartment with my wife, and I was like, we were just dating. I was like, if he's still out there, well, by the time I walk down these steps, I'm gonna ask him if he'll listen to me play a song. So I go down there, and he's still there, and I'm like, damn it. I'm like, I got to do this. I just committed. So I go up to him. I'm like, can I play you a song? He said, all right, but I'm going to tell you if it sucks. And I was like, okay. So I played him my song, The Good Old Days, which is about growing up in Upper Darby. I made him almost cry. And then he got on the phone, and he said, okay, see ya. And then I got a phone call. I don't even know how. And it was the Note. And they booked me for an entire year to play there every week. And then that led to working with Bam for years and seeing places I never saw, and all from one song. All from a song I wrote in my college apartment when I lived on Matlack Street.
Okay.
And that's just crazy how one song can take you so many places.
Yeah. Could you walk us through? So what was that whole process like working with Bam? It was CKY, and so what? Walk us through the whole process, like how you got into that, what you were doing, touring, producing, everything.
Yeah, I just got in where I fit in for and like not being annoying has gotten me so far in life, like just not annoying people. But like yeah, he used to invite me over just to play that song for his friends, and then he was like, "Oh, you can record too," and then I would start just recording little things, whether it be holding his camera or mic set up, and like really informal stuff, and then that grew to engineering his album, which was called The Eavesdroppers, which I actually partnered with him on, and then he would bring me to shows and then opening up for CKY, and I got to see for the first time and this is before his struggles really kicked in, and which is we don't even need to focus on the bad, but the good, like his learning the life of a celebrity, and like what and just like what I'm getting myself into if I choose to continue, and learned what not to do, and it learned a lot of really. It's just crazy now that I'm making funny videos in the same town, connecting with an audience, and like I learned it from him. Like he took me to LA, and I was with the owner of Element and Johnny Schillereff, like sitting in an office full of skateboards, and he's like, "Yeah, I was the one that gave Bam his first $1 million check. His CKY videos were so damn funny, we had to distribute them." And that was back when they were on VHS. And like, I'm throwing around big figured numbers. Those numbers are not my numbers at all. I'm just sharing an experience, and I'm in a non-stunting way, and like, but to see that made it so real. Like, damn, I live in that town, and he was just making funny stuff, and and then now he's comfortable, so seeing was believing with him, and like he would say, like you're on a professional movie set, you got the all expensive camera set up, and then the lighting's messed up, so they have to take 20 minutes to reset everything, and then you have a handheld camera, and you do this, someone falls over, and then that's the gold footage. So it was just like always be recording. And I remember like people would be filming him, maybe they'd run out of a battery. He's like, "You're the camera guy and your battery's dead." I am so obsessive compulsive with my batteries. I always have this bag on me. That's like something I learned from him. Like I always have chargers, my mics, a wire for everything. Like
I gotta get on that.
Hey, no, if you have it together, you have your own formula. Everyone's formula is different. But I have made every mistake, like no batteries, no camera, guitar string breaks, no extra string. I don't have a, So I just try to turn everything into a learning experience.
Without a doubt. So what year would that have been? Like what year did you meet him, and what years did you like work for him through?
Probably up until COVID. So like 2000, probably like 10 years, 2010, 11 through COVID. Okay. And then I was in LA. Do you know about that story?
No.
The Coachella story?
No, walk us through that.
I was in LA. A guy was nice enough to put me up, and I really, like, my wife and I live here in Westchester, and of course we hold down the house. She's got a job. She's a boss. She kills it. She actually runs Christine's high-end consignment boutique in Westchester. Shout out Christine.
Shout out.
But so we're holding it down here, but out there I have no money. I have 99 cents, like actual 99 cents in my bank account. I get a free ticket to Coachella, and then I walk past Logan Paul, and then I'm like, that's fucking Logan Paul. And Logan Paul comes up to me. He's like, "What's up?" I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "I'll give you $1,000 if you jump in that pond." I was like, "I'll jump in that pond if you let me rap." I rapped for him, and then he made like this whole vlog about me.
Really?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
I gotta see this. Maybe I have seen it.
Yeah, and then like that's the first big spike in my social media. That was 2019. And that was like right when like I was starting to separate myself from like all celebrity name. Not like I was working with tons, but that's when I kind of just really was that moment. Once the Logan Paul moment I knew like the only way I can get back to these environments is if I build up my own brand and be big enough. Otherwise I'm going to always have to depend on someone to get me in the door.
Yeah.
So 2019, after that happened, is when I was like, all right, now it's time to build from the ground up.
Right. So did you actually produce anything for CKY, or did you like do songs for them? Like were you?
No, not with them. No. Okay. CKY, I did tour with them. No. And
so
I played.
You opened.
I may have opened for them too. With them, I actually played with them too.
Okay.
I played synthesizer with them at the with Bam at the Agora Theater in Ohio. And we opened up for Mushroom Head, which was pretty cool. So yeah, they're a tight band, CKY, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an experience within itself.
Yeah, without a doubt. We like in the band that I'm in, we were talking about doing like the fisheye lens vibe.
Nice,
We're like,
yeah.
oh, we should get a fisheye. I should do something with it.
Heck
Just,
yeah.
taking inspo off of CKY.
Oh yeah, they laid a lot of great history in this town for sure.
Well, yeah.
But there's a lot of new history to be made, and I love what you're doing. Like, the sky's the limit with what you're up
Appreciate
to
that.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the goal. It's the
Yeah.
goal. So do you consider yourself now, like, are you, like, obviously, like you said, your main thing is music, like, being a musician, songwriter, rapping, whatever, and then kind of the comedy and the skits and the acting is kind of what promotes that?
Yeah. Right now, my main source of income is still music production, which has been my dream to get there. Like,
Okay.
Whether it's playing instruments on other people's stuff, guitar, bass, synth pads, or maybe like a rapper has a YouTube beat and they need something similar, completely remade,
Okay.
or a rap might have a sample that they can't clear and they need music that sounds similar to it, or they just need music. Like, I mean, hip hop is the core of my music production strength for sure, and then my live instrumentation.
Okay. So do you produce for people all around here, wherever? What's
Yeah, I
kind of
mean,
the
an
vibe?
artist I work with a lot is actually out of Miami. His name's Kalu, Kalu.
Okay.
He's crushing it right now. He's putting together an anime film, and I'm helping him do all the music for that, which is crazy.
That's cool.
So shout out Kalu, aka Jake. He's an amazing artist. And then over the years, different rap artists like and old school dudes like Cannabis, who notoriously had beef with Eminem. And then there's been some stuff I've been like uncredited on, but like Big Daddy Kane, another old school rapper, Residente, who has the most Latin Grammys in the world. I have music on one of his albums. Pretty much just anyone. I just get. I'm probably missing a lot too. Humbly speaking, I'm just always working in the studio.
That's awesome.
And like sometimes it's a small thing, sometimes it's uncredited, sometimes like I've done a lot of stuff with people in the UK. There's an artist, Shima Anya, Chima Anya. He's an unbelievable rapper and MC, and we've been doing a lot of collaborations. So pretty much I'm open to anything, and I'm getting that work in too for sure.
That's awesome. Have you heard of a guy named, out of curiosity, Jello Beats? You know Jello Beats?
He's a monster.
Yeah, he's like, is that offensive that I was like, oh, do you know him? No.
No.
No,
I only had one back and forth with him actually last year.
Okay.
I don't even know if he'd remember me, but I mean, I'm a big fan of him and his work.
Because I just know he lives next to one of my buddies in like Downingtown, I think. I had no clue.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't, because I know, like him on like I know his producer tag, Jello Beats, holla at me. I was like, oh, that's the dude that lives in Downingtown.
Yeah.
So
I know, and
cool.
like how Kai Cenat thought it was what he thought, Jungle Beats. He thought that's what he was saying. It's not Jungle Beats.
No, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone thinks it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Shout out Jalil Beats, man.
Shout
if you
out
got
Jalil
him on
Beats.
the pod, whew, he's a legend.
Dude, I've tried. I think I probably have reached out to him.
Yeah.
I probably reach out to him. Probably reach out to Bam. Come on, that's the key. You just gotta keep reaching out. You know
Yeah,
what I
no
mean?
doubt.
We'll get him eventually.
Hell yeah, you will.
So how did you get into videos and content and everything like that?
My whole life, home videos. Like my parents had the video camcorder. All of our Christmas mornings were recorded and stuff, and so I would splice those VHS tapes together and have like, I mean, at one point it was actually VCRs off of our video cameras, editing them, and then by the time I got to college at Westchester, just by happenstance, I was offered student work, which was at the TV station. And I took that, and they had all Macs, and that was like my introduction to doing production on Macs and like the most basic audio recording stuff ever. Like, the president of Westchester is giving a speech in Main Hall, and we need you to engineer it. And I'd be like, okay, but I didn't even know how to do that at the time. Like, set up a mic, like even roll up a wire.
Yeah.
And so the Westchester University just, oh my God, if I didn't have that job, the reason why I'm so optimistic and winning right now is because, like you, I chose to like learn the skills. If you can learn these skills, you're set.
Yeah, without a doubt.
For like any field, you
Yeah,
know, any job you want, these skills will help.
Yeah, without a doubt. So what's the process? Because you do videos daily, consistent, all the time too. So what's your process on staying on top of those? Keeping the content rolling.
Not overthinking again. Listen to this disgusting fact. I'm not even proud of it. No, I am very proud of it. Instagram, how many posts? I think my total posts are 10.9 thousand.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have thrown
keep 'em
so
rolling.
much SHIT at the wall over the years in order to find something to stick. Like my social media has really like after the Logan Paul thing, I hit such a high. And then I nosedived for 5 years straight because I didn't know. I didn't know. Like once you have a viral moment, how do you maintain that? And if I didn't have a brand set up, which I didn't, like no one knew what to cling to. And so one day I'm posting this, one day I'm posting that, which I, and I was not cohesive as a person because I didn't know what I was. And that was a long time ago. So then my advice for like staying consistent is to just keep going and like don't overthink shit like Kenny Beats says, and don't delete your videos. If it doesn't get good views, leave it up, like because you'll appreciate them one day, and it might be the one. Like my Eagles song that changed my life last year was 8 years old. It's an 8-year-old song.
Okay.
I mean, I changed the beat to it, my own beat, but I used the same vocals that were 8 years old, and I changed the beat, and so like. You just never know.
Yeah.
So being consistent is like, and like the fact every day I'm like, my life could change today.
Yeah.
You could make something that could. I've had my life change from a post, so I know it can happen. Like if you post every day, your life will change just from the act of posting every day.
Right.
And then the bonus is more. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah. Without a doubt. So the music obviously came first, and then the comedy and the skits. But yeah, so what's your process behind the skits now? Is it just going out, filming, getting it done? You revolve a lot of it around Eagle stuff, everything,
and
Delco stuff.
Yeah, this Delco dad character, that just happened so organically since the beginning of the summer. I just was again just trying things out, and I just was pretending to be like a stereotypical dad that. Like just get off the lawn, stuff like that, and it just took off, and people imitate it, and like locally, I really can't even go anywhere anymore. Like it's a really interesting, exciting time of life right now. Like I never thought a character would take off, but at the same time, I always knew it would be a character that would take off. I just never knew it would be this character. Like, very famously, Eminem's best friend, Proof, who rest in peace, passed away. But apparently the story goes when Proof went to Tommy Boy Records, he came back so annoyed when he learned how stupid record labels are. He was like, we have to come up with alter egos. And that's when they developed their group D12, which was 6 guys with alter egos. And that's when Eminem really dove into the idea of Slim Shady. And now I'm seeing how much a character that I developed is growing my brand more than me myself, if that makes sense. So
that's
like
really cool.
The comedy and the fact that it's comedy is just awesome because like I'm making people laugh. Like I've had some really cool musicians hit me up. I'll tell you off of here. I mean, I don't know. I just feel weird shouting out some people, but like from the comedy, I ended up bonding with musicians. Like, and so like, yeah, it's become a walking billboard, and I really believe in value. I forget again what the 3 E's are: education, entertainment, and something else. But if you can offer that to your viewers, they will find entertainment, education, and I forget what the other one is.
Engagement, excitement.
Yeah, something.
I don't know.
I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid dead airspace on my behalf. But but bringing value, whether it's funny or educational, like, and my fans, my followers, which I'm so grateful for, they find my videos funny or valuable. So I just keep giving it to them, and then in return, once in a while, I'll ask them listen to a song, and I'll think about the things they like when I write a song. So yeah, it's taught me how to develop a fan base for the first time. It's weird to say that, but that's what it's become finally.
Yeah, I love that. What's your most viral video?
Great question.
You know what has the most views?
The jacking off video. That one has like 1.5 million. That one's short. That's just, I'll just have to show you that. I have a couple that have gotten over 1 million. It might be that. Oh, my Delco Jeopardy is crushing.
Yeah,
it's insane to see. Like, I mean, I'm talking like not even a year ago. These types of numbers didn't even make sense to me. But to see a post of mine get like 16,000 likes from like something I make alone in my house that I think is funny is bonkers to me.
Yeah.
Like I have this sign above my studio. It says like, "Keep the blinders on, stay humble, have fun." Like, I am so grateful. I operate on gratitude. Like. Right now, like things are just straight skyrocketing up, and I just check myself every morning, like stay grateful, don't compete with anyone else. Like I'm just competing with myself.
Yeah, without a doubt. Absolutely love that. Have you done like collabs with other creators like quite a bit at all? Like do you see yourself wanting to collab with more people, doing videos with people, stuff like that?
100%. Definitely would love to collab with you anytime, for
Let's
real.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In town we could crush it.
Dude,
oh my God.
we should do some street interviews.
It'd
Would you be down for that?
100%.
You think you could do it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know I could.
my hardest thing with street interviews is literally just like it's just like anything. Like you just gotta be confident, but it's like
Oh, yeah.
it's so like me going up to you at the park is so much less intimidating than just like on the street because it's like
Agreed.
you're interrupting someone's point A to point B, but you just gotta have hope that they're gonna. And listen, we get like people don't realize just like anything in life too. Like we probably get 3 times as many like oh I'm good, have a good night
Yep.
than people that actually do the interview in
Yeah.
Westchester. But it's I literally when I tell you I don't even like realize it, I don't even know it because the video ends up being so good and we meet so many good people. Like
Oh, yeah.
I totally forget about it. So
I'm right there with you. The public social media stunts or whatever you want to call them or interviews. Yeah, that's where my nerves are in. Like I could play a show in front of 10,000 people and be cool. But yeah, the public social media stuff, my nerves still kick in. But yeah, I mean, I'm more than experienced. I'm dead down. When I saw your street interviews, I was like, yeah, we should do it.
all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's been hard at Westchester, like commuting, like, you know, you just gotta like make more of an effort to meet some people. But like tomorrow activity fair, I'm really hoping this is where I can like, I'm also part of like this little run club in Westchester Saturday morning.
Oh, for real?
Come out if you're down. It's 8 a.m. We just do 1.9 miles, super slow. It's like for anyone.
Oh,
Shout
nice.
out. But so this other kid, he's a couple years older than me, but we're good buddies. He kind of runs that, but I'm helping him run that. So tomorrow, I think he's gonna film me, and then we're gonna hand out a flyer that has the run club and then the motive on it. And then I think
Sick.
I'm gonna go up to other clubs and be like, tell us what your club's about. That'll be a good way to like connect. Hopefully.
100%.
But yeah, we'll see. Were you involved in anything at Westchester? Like you said, the radio.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any specific clubs or anything like that?
With the Digital Media Center. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I mean, my life what was the Digital Media Center. That's it. Like, that was where all my extracurricular time went into. Because it was like, it was so cool. We got paid to do that, you know.
Yeah.
And like we would be transferring different types of. I mean, there were still people bringing in tapes, and we were transferring them to digital stuff. So that was my main thing. Was just anything digital was pretty much my life over there.
Yeah. What's your what was I gonna say? Oh, come on. Dead air. I think I was gonna ask like something about how many kids were there when you were there. Like, do you know what the student body was or anything like that?
Good question. No,
Something else.
I don't remember though. It's definitely bigger now.
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
I was gonna say it's definitely evolved.
I can definitely see your like what you do, and then anything we collab on in that street. You could have a name for yourself in weeks, man. For sure, I'm sure of
That's
it.
the goal.
Yeah.
Because I still gotta like figure it out with the kid who's running it. I just had him on the podcast, but I'm hoping to run Barstool Westchester page.
Sick.
That page. So he's like, I'll give you the account. I still gotta make it work. I don't know. I gotta make some stuff happen. But he's like, yeah, I'll bring you on. So I can
That's
get on that, you know. But yeah, you know, we definitely gotta do some street stuff. I'm so
Oh
down.
yeah. I mean, I can even come out in character too. You know.
The big hat.
Yeah.
Get people attracted
Yeah.
to that.
Oh, yeah.
We did interviews the day before Thanksgiving last year because that's the best night in Westchester. That's one of the best nights.
Oh yeah.
And
Thursday. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
there were like so many people that were just like, I was like, what are you thankful for? Like, because that was our
Smart.
question.
Yeah.
And then we just had so many Saquon Barkley,
Yeah.
go Birds.
Yeah.
Like, it was so funny.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say every game night is like such easy content too. You know, like just the loaded college kids. There's so yeah. You just ask them an easy question.
And like, I haven't even taken advantage of the college kids yet. Like when we do interviews, it's summer, and then we did them the day before Thanksgiving. So that's why I'm hoping the next month I really like. I told the one kid who could film for me, and then if we do it, like I was like 2 times a month minimum. Like let's
At
do
least.
2 Fridays a month. Like I'd love to make it out there. If not more, I'd love to be out there every week. And then even like on campus, you can do it in between classes whenever
Oh, yeah.
so many kids walking around.
The few times I've filmed in town, I've been by myself, man. Freaking tripod right on that corner with
I
the
should do
fountains.
it. Yeah, I just gotta go for it.
Yeah,
Without a
anytime. I would jump in that town with you anytime,
All
for
right,
real.
we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
So like, when did you first get into Instagram and TikTok? Because obviously it's such a new world. Like,
Yeah.
when did you first get into it? Like, were you a very early Instagram user?
Yeah, but I wasn't successful on it. Yeah, but it took me a while, like longer than it should take people to figure out how to connect with people. But yeah, I've always been for it. And same with TikTok. And
Okay.
music has always been my goal. How do I get my music to more people?
All right.
And like, I've just always been in it. I used to like write inspirational notes after I got out of Westchester. Before I went full time in music and content, I worked at Starbucks, and I used to write inspirational notes pretty much to save myself from not wanting to jump out the window. But like, I used to write inspirational notes and then post them. And like, I actually started on Instagram with like technically photos, like what it was, you know? Yeah, it's just always been a quest though to find my voice. But I've always been posting.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I was gonna ask you, what's your favorite Delco mannerism? Because you got so many good ones in the post.
Yeah.
Top 3, top 5, favorite.
Yeah,
whatever.
I would say get ahead is a big one. Get ahead.
Ahead.
You know, it's just, you can say, for people come up to me now, get ahead. I'd say that's
Yeah.
a big one. Cup of coffee being one word is a great one. Cup of coffee in the morning. Gave me a cup of coffee. And I'm trying to think of my top ones. Tomatoes. You know, tomatoes. You
Okay.
cook the. You gotta have the tomatoes. You gotta slice the tomatoes thin on the sandwich, not to be confused with the potatoes. And then probably donut. Donut's another big
Okay.
one. Donut. And my dad's accent.
So funny.
My dad was a Philly Italian through and through, and his accent was so thick, man.
Yeah.
Donut. Like everything I do. I mean, he passed away in 2013, but like his legacy. I actually had a funny conversation in my head with him the other day. Like, he was like laughing at me, like, you're working way too hard, because he's like, look how much my legacy's living on through you. I didn't
That's
do
awesome.
shit. He just lived his life.
That's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, those are probably my top ones for sure.
It's funny because, like, you know, just growing up here in Westchester, it's like I've heard those, like, I've heard a lot, you know, my whole life still, just growing up out here in Westchester. Like, I'd say the most common ones I've heard in my short 18 years of life here in Westchester is like Monday,
Yeah.
like Monday, Sunday,
Yeah.
like obviously water,
Yeah.
and then what was the other one? Oh, and Crick.
Crick's a big one.
I feel like those are the biggest 4 I hear.
Yeah, and Jeet, you know that one?
well-
If someone's asking you if you ate food yet, they'll say, Jeet? Nah, Jew? That's a
I don't
big
think
one.
I've heard that one.
Really? Yeah.
But yeah, can I ask you about another Delco thing I've heard? I hope this isn't like I'll cut this out if it's not.
Nah.
Have you heard of like the Midgetville thing in Delco?
Yeah.
Isn't this like an urban legend?
Yeah, and I know you were just being respectful too. Shout out to the little people. I don't know, I never knew how to properly discuss this because of that word. So, yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's
just
what they call it in Delco.
yeah, that's just an urban legend. I always heard it was true. You always knew someone that knew someone, but I never was there. But you always knew someone that knew someone, and they described the houses but I never saw it with my own eyes.
It's just hilarious.
And same with Saintonville. You ever hear that one?
Maybe.
That one's on the border of Delco and Chester County, down Route 1 and 202, like around there.
Yeah.
And they said if you used to drive up Route 1 to around that area, there was a spot where the trees grew away from a church, and it was the devil. And,
Really?
Yeah, and we used to drive up here all the time from Delco looking for Saintonville. I never even found the place, but apparently, like, yeah, locals enjoyed people coming up here and being scared, and they would chase us out, and that's like all that ever happened.
That's yeah, because so we had a guy, one of my good friends' dads. His name's Jim Malatesta. We had him on this podcast. He's a Delco guy, but he was telling us about Midgetville on this pod, and like this like 2 years ago, and I was just like dying laughing.
Yeah.
It was the most entertaining thing of all time.
I know. There's a lot of rumors, man.
I've heard the one down in Kennett, like, you know, the movie The Village with M. Night Shyamalan, like what that's based off. It's like Cossart Road or something down in Kennett, where the trees grow away from the road where it's like the DuPont family legend or
Yeah.
like whatever, where they like shove like their inbred kids or whatever. Like it's like stuff like I've heard those stories.
Yeah,
that's
I've heard them
kind of
too.
crazy too.
Oh man, I love M. Night Shyamalan. I hope to meet that guy one day.
Really? Because he's local. I mean, he's a Christian Greco. Shout out Market Street Grill. You better
Yeah.
go there.
Yep.
He was telling us on this pod how he used to, cater for him
That's
and
sick.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
He's a brilliant writer. Sheesh.
yeah, because I know like he owns like sick Chester County estate. I think he bought one a couple years ago. So
Yeah.
he's around.
I know. So much crazy talent out of this area.
Dude, stuff it's combos like this get me hyped up, bro. It's just like there's a lot of potential.
Yep.
What else? I just actually watched like for the first time, which I don't know how it's the first time I've seen it because it's a legendary movie, but The Sixth Sense.
So good,
I
right?
watched it like 2 weeks ago. It's great.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? I mean, you're speaking my language with those movies. I mean, his specifically. I am like a nutso fan. That sounds crazy. I'm not like a stan, but I just really am inspired by that guy and his movies. They're so good.
Yeah, it wasn't like I feel like the movie itself, it takes time to build. Like it was kind of like slow during the whole movie, and then it's just the most clever ending that just like hits you. Like that's it. It's not like you're like on the edge of your seat even the whole movie. It's just like what's happening, and then just like whoa at the end.
Yeah,
it's unique. It's unique.
Did you ever see Signs?
No, is that another one by him?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of similar thing.
Yeah, Aliens though.
Okay.
And it takes place I think in Lancaster, or somewhere around there. Really cool.
I'll
That's one of my faves of all time. Yeah.
So then obviously you're a Philly sports guy. What do you think the Birds got going on this year? They start what?
Gonna see tomorrow.
Two
Two
days,
nights. Yeah.
2 nights.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Cowboys.
I know. Put up that banner. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't believe that we're back already. Did you go to the Super Bowl parade?
I did.
Yeah.
I went to the parade. I brought my camera. Did a little
Same.
video. I caught the I think it was 4:45 or 5 a.m. on the dot from Exon Station, that train.
Yeah.
And I just remember, and obviously it's like great being in high school because it's like, oh, we're all taking off tomorrow. The teachers have to call off. They're not going to excuse us, but who cares? Like, we all packed on the train 5 a.m. Cold. It was a cold one.
It was so cold.
Yeah, it was. I mean, just standing out there from 5 a.m. to like. It was a long day. It was a
So
long
long.
day. And
I
then,
know.
dude, I had to leave the parade to get to Penn State for a hockey game that night. That was the craziest, like, that was the longest 24 hours of my life. Just being, like, having to sit in the cold parade, get the first train back as soon as they went by, drive 3 hours to Penn State. It was brutal.
Damn, that's crazy.
It was awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I filmed so much that day. My hands like.
Frozen.
No, like even worse. Like I needed to like wear a whatchamacallit wrap for the whole week. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I pulled. I did something to my hands from filming so much that I couldn't use my hands for like the next 4 or 5 days.
Wow.
I like was a content machine. I think I put out 13 videos that day.
What were you doing? Just going around? I mean,
yeah,
I
my song was just popping, so I was just going into public scenes and like putting myself in the center, like which is. Ugh. I mean, I love it, but like we were just talking about, it's like tough when it's just skits, like performing, and you're a musician. You get it; it's different.
Yeah.
But like I'm filming, so yeah. But just kept pushing myself in the middle of stuff and getting people hyped.
And like getting the train tickets to get down there, that was a whole ordeal. Like, cause I remember the 2 days leading up to it, it was like the line. They were only selling them at like Malvern, and
I went there. Yeah,
it was like. They were only selling them at like 2 stations, and they had like one lady working. It was like typical Philly traffic nightmare situation.
It took forever to get a ticket.
Yeah, so I didn't even go. Luckily, like 2 of my friends from high school got there at like whatever they had to do, and they just got a ton for like whoever, and then people were like selling them for like $300, like stuff like that.
I ended up getting train tickets, and then the line to the train was so long, even though it was so early. I ended up spending another like $120 on an Uber because I was like, this is just insane. And then on the way home, the train was so insane that I ended up spending, I'm not even kidding, like another $150 to get home. Spent like $300 to get to the Eagles parade and back that day.
It's crazy.
Worth it. But man, so yeah, I'm excited for this year. I'm so grateful. Like every week, seeing my song reach people is just insane.
Yeah, I bet.
So every week it's exciting.
Yeah. What about the Phillies?
That's another one.
It's like, come on, dude. It's like, just we got to get over the hump.
I know.
Get over the hump.
I know that Schwarber's performance this weekend was exciting.
Yeah.
And
pay that man whatever he wants.
For
Come
real.
on.
I know. I know it's not good to talk about the near future potential successes and jinxing ourselves, but I do love an Eagles season and a Red October. So
I know. Yeah, that would be a crazy October. Without a doubt. Yeah, and Wells Fargo just got renamed.
I saw.
It's Xfinity.
What's the whole name? I forget.
I don't even. Is it Xfinity Arena?
Something.
Maybe.
I saw like it's a couple words.
And then Xfinity Live is now Stateside Live or Surfside Live.
Yeah.
It got renamed. So I guess Xfinity got the promotion in the sports complex. And,
For real. I can't even understand that amount of money.
Yeah, without a doubt. So where do you see like the music, the content, everything going in the next 5 years, or 1 year, or 2 years?
I would say even one. I'd like to be a globally known brand within the next year, to be honest. So yeah, Mike Nappi just as a brand. Period. Entertainment. Yeah. Video, skits and music. So yeah, just a globally recognized brand. That's the secret behind everything I'm doing right now, is building the brand and doing it with care to those that choose to support it.
Without a doubt.
Like really going out of my way because I want to let them know often, like, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand. I'm just so grateful. Like these people that are choosing to follow me, and they're so nice. Like, of course, trolls and stuff, but
that's everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to grow the brand as big as I can grow it, under my terms.
Without a doubt. Love that. And then last question we ask all of our guests. What is your advice to me? What is your advice to us?
That you should follow what's fun and follow your passion. And a lot, especially at your age with dudes, a lot of times the way dudes show that they're jealous is by making fun of you or pretending you don't exist or pretending like they don't see what you're up to. And it's because they're jealous and they're insecure about themselves because they're scared about making the moves you're making, and they probably actually deep down hate themselves. So you're being proactive and being a good person is cool. Like there's nothing, for some reason, being nice is sometimes not viewed as cool, but I think it is. And so yeah, you're doing it all. I don't know. Would that be an answer?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that a lot. It's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, any other closing remarks for the pod?
Definitely not the last time. We'll link for sure.
Come on, we'll have to do some. You'll see the boys on the street in Westchester.
100%. You can hold my word to it. That'd be a lot of fun.
Come out.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And again, shout out to you because you took the chance to make something happen and you continue to do it. So
I appreciate that.
I wish you all the success because you're going to get it all.
Appreciate that. You as well. Mike Nappi, everyone. Motive Podcast signing off. Peace.
Peace.